Hi there, my name is Kim Berkeley. I'm one of the authors of the Speaking Out About Self-Injury blog over on HealthyPlace, and today I wanted to talk about what it means to be self-harm free. Now, on the surface, it's pretty obvious. Self-harm free means not engaging in self-harm, not hurting yourself actively at the time. And it's pretty obvious also why this term would be used a lot in the self-harm community, and especially in regards to recovery. Basically, self-harm free is what we all want to be if we're in recovery. The problem happens when we get too caught up in the label self-harm free. So for example, somebody who has been clean for a day or two, that is huge progress. But they might look at somebody who's been self-harm free for 100 days and they think, oh, that person is self-harm free. They have earned that title. I am not there yet. I have not earned that yet. And the thing is, this is a really slippery slope because you can easily go from I haven't done enough yet to I can't do that much to there's no point in even trying. And that is when relapse happens. That is when it gets harder and harder to come back from relapse. And it's a really dangerous and difficult place to be when you start questioning whether any progress is even worthwhile. So, at the end of the day, it's less important to worry about whether you get to use that label or not, because ultimately that's up to you, whether you're comfortable with that label or not. And it's much more important to just look at the progress you've made and celebrate that. It's really important along the way to celebrate milestones and steps, no matter how small they might seem in comparison, because every step forward is a step in the right direction. And it's really crucial not to measure yourself by somebody else's yardstick, right? You can't look at somebody else's journey and say, oh, I need to be just like them, because they haven't been through what you've been through. They don't have the same body that you do. Their body doesn't work in exactly the same way. Their mind doesn't work exactly the same way. And it's a completely different journey from one person to the next. So it's not fair to yourself to look at somebody else and say, I have to move forward in exactly the same pace in exactly the same way. It doesn't work. Instead, like I said, just look at how far you've come, which is usually much farther than you think, and celebrate every single step forward, no matter how big or how small. And if, even in the instance that you step off the path, you have a relapse, it's important to remember that it's okay, and that the important thing isn't to worry about being off the path, but thinking about how to get back on the path and just what you can do, not what anybody else has done, but what you can do to take even the smallest step back in the right direction. Because as long as you're continuing to move towards healing, towards recovery, towards a healthier, happier life for yourself, then you're moving in the right direction. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, please leave a comment on the blog. I will be reading. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Take care.